the most offensive church this side of the universe. The party pen, cheering and clapping. My soundboard is broken. It does not hook to my computer anymore. I think it's had its last Christmas. Anyway, anyway, hey, hey, actually, as a matter of fact, we have to celebrate today. It's General Piggy's 10 months sober today. Fuck yeah. Cheering and clapping. Too bad my soundboard don't work, because I would applause for you with all my applause buttons. Sure would. Because I forget I even have stickers. Look, I play like many characters. You know, I play God, I play the main character, I play the side characters. I got a lot of character work I have to do. So I forget to use stickers. And plus, there's so many stickers. Hey, 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 that is a reason to celebrate. Listen, every April 17th, I celebrate my sobriety, even though I don't even remember how long I've been sober. I think it's going on 16 years. Next April is like 16 years. And I've been out of prison 14 years. And yeah, sobriety is so fucking important, General Piggy. And if you're not going to celebrate yourself, I'm going to celebrate you with all of my imaginary friends. Look, I don't take it back. I am so proud of you. I don't take it back. I'll tell the whole entire world because it's an important thing and I love you. Thank you. I am the saint of awesome. And I'm done talking about it because there's something else we have to discuss. Kristen, I'm going to be real honest with you. Again, offensive church. I feel like you're having me stalk this guy. Like, listen, I've done that, but I've done that with my girlfriend before. Like, checked up on like her boyfriend if he ghosted her. Oh yeah, calling from private numbers and shit. Oh fuck yeah, I used to do that all the time. Or stalk his Facebook and stalk every girl that's on his Facebook. Yep, done that. Yeah, fuck around. We'll stalk you for sure. I'm telling you, that's what I feel like. And I don't want to make light of the situation. I'm just making light of my part in this situation because I feel like the best friend stalking the boyfriend. No, I said I feel like I'm stalking him. Because you're like, call him. He's at church. Call him after church. No, it's Wednesday. You got to call him after 8. It's like, oh, I'm on some secret spy shit right now. But again, not making light of the situation. I'm making light of my point in it, my part in it, because I've been here before with stalking my friend's boyfriend. This is on a whole nother level, though. Do you want me to call him on a live stream? I'll call him right now. We'll see. And I'll leave him a message. You tell me what to say. Let me know, and we'll do that. But enough of my shiesty girlness. Let's go to a real woman over here. Her name is Esther, and she's a real one. Yeah. I think that's what they call him. She's a real one. You know who was a real one, though? Sarah, Abraham's wife. Oh, that was a real one. You know another real one that's not in the Bible? Genghis Khan's baby mama. That's a real one, too. Oh, and do you want me to call him on the live stream before we get started? Because I'm telling you, some of these women, they are real ones. Where the hell is my phone? I have a phone. Where is my phone? Oh, there is my phone. Okay, we'll call him right now. Where is my phone? Okay, who are we calling?
Please leave your message for Daniel May.
Hi, Daniel. This is Nikki, Kristen's friend. She would like you to call her at your earliest convenience. Thank you very much. Bye. Oh, he sounds cute. Oh, he sounds real handsome. Is he chubby? He sounds chubby, but handsome. Does he got short hair? I bet he's got short hair. Yeah. Okay. So, now we're reading Esther chapter 3. Okay. So, Esther married the king, right? And then Esther's uncle Mordecai, who told Esther never say she's a Jew. So he's like, don't tell people you are Jew. And she's like, I don't tell anybody. And so Mordecai found out that somebody was going to kill the king. And then he told Esther. And then okay. So Esther told the king and Mordecai's name. And it turned out to be true. So that's where we left off and where we will be picking up. Now, let's get started.
Hey, future fellow weirdo, you're the black sheep of the flock. Come and take a load off. Let's have a little talk. This side of the universe, the wildest. Hey, future fellow weirdo, you're the black sheep of the flock. Come and take a load off. Let's have a little talk. This side of the universe, the wildest place you've been. Welcome to the service at the party pen. Have a good time. Laugh. The wildest place you've been. Welcome to the service at the party pen. Have a good time, laugh and giggle.
Come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
Lead the way. I got the coffee and the smokes. I got the herb and the chair. Got a seat with your name on it, waiting right there. Searching for the mystery, a better mind to find. Leave that stuffy, judgy world way back behind. We're the outcasts and the rebels. We're the ones that don't fit in. But there's a holy kind of magic in the middle of the sin.
yeah, the mystery is deep.
We're the outcasts and the rebels.
Okay, I can't even deal with that shit. I don't know if it was skipping for y'all, but it was skipping for me. And I love that song, and it was pissing me off. So I don't know if it was skipping for y'all, but it was skipping for me, and it was making me mad. And that's one of my favorite songs, even though it's my song. It's still one of my favorite songs, and it made me mad because it wouldn't stop skipping. So, ugh. So, welcome everybody. Hi, Curtis. Hey, Kristen. General Piggy, are you still here? I hope General Piggy's still here. So, this says, after these things, King What's His Face promoted Haman, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes who were with him, and all the king's servants who were within the king's gate did the face thing to Haman. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. That's not what it says. Okay. For so the king had commanded concerning him. But Mordecai would not bow nor pay homage. When the king's servants who were in the king's gate said to Mordecai, "What? Why, dude? What? Why?" So, when they spoke to him daily, he was like, "Plead the fifth, drink a fifth." And then they told it to Haman to see whether Mordecai's words would stand. For Mordecai had told them that he was Das Juden. When Haman saw Mordecai did not bow nor pay homage, Haman was filled with wrath, but he disdained to lay hands on Mordecai, for they had told him of the people of Mordecai. Instead, Haman sought to destroy all these terrible people who were throughout the whole kingdom. In the first month, which is Nisan, which is April, in the 12th year of King What's-His-Face, they cast they cast lots before Haman to determine the day and the month until it fell on the 12th month, which is the month of Adar. So, March. So it would have been March. Then Haman said to King What's-His-Face, "There's a certain people scattered and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of your kingdom. Their laws are different from all other people, and they do not keep the king's laws. Therefore, it is not fitting for the king to let them remain. If it pleases the king, let a decree be written that they be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver into the lands of those who do the work to bring to the king's treasuries." So the king took the signet from his hand and gave it to Haman. The enemies of these terrible ass people. And the king said to Haman, "The money and the people are given to you. Do with them as seems good to you." Okay. Then the king's scribes were called on the 13th day of April. Okay, so this is literally one day before the actual Passover. Because the actual Passover is April 14th, and this is happening on April 13th. A decree was written according to all that Haman commanded. So it went to all the officials of the people. In the name of King What's-His-Face, it was written and sealed with the king's signet. And the letters were sent by courier. So they was given by the mailman into all the provinces to destroy, to kill, to annihilate all these terrible ass people, both young and old, little children and women. And one day, on the 13th day of the 12th month, I thought it was over here on the first month. Yeah, 13th day of the first month. Then the king's scribes were called on the 13th day of the first month, and the decree was written. And the letters were sent by the mail to all the places to kill everyone in one day on the 13th day of the 12th month. What? This is kind of the suspect. Okay. A copy of the document was to be issued as law in every province, being published for all people, that they should be ready for that day. The mail went out, hastened by the king's command, and the decree was proclaimed in Shushan, the citadel. So the king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city of Shushan was perplexed. Hey, Zero, how are you? You came just in time. We're in the middle of a chapter. I'm going to go get a drink real quick. So, I guess maybe we should hey, whatever the part of the Bible you got to read. Although I recommend reading the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5. Read the Sermon on the Mount and then apply it to yourself and see how much you matter to Jesus. Don't read. The New Testament has nothing to do with Jesus. It has nothing to do with God. It has to do with the Jews and their law and how they're blaming Gentiles for killing Christ when clearly it was the Jews. And I would say read the Sermon on the Mount. If you're going to read the New Testament, read that and apply it to yourself. And you will see what Jesus said. If you are more faithful than these fake ass God people, you are going to heaven. If people make you feel like you don't fit in, you fit in with Jesus, and Jesus tells you that. Stay in the Sermon on the Mount. If you're going to stay in the New Testament, stay in the Sermon on the Mount. But that's coming from a heathen. I'm a heathen. I personally don't believe the New Testament, but that's just because I'm team Old Testament. So I'm kind of like fishy, you know. I'm fishy about that book. But if you've seen me try to read any other book, I have a real hard time with those books also. I do my best work in the Old Testament. And I tried to read the Enuma Elish. Should have seen how mad God had got at me about that. And I tried to read the Ethiopian Bible. I have the Ethiopian Bible. And I'm telling you, I couldn't get through one chapter of that fucking book without losing my mind. But I did read some of it. I tried, but I couldn't do it. My book is the Old Testament. What do you think of the Book of Enoch? Couldn't get through it? I could not get through the Ethiopian Bible. I couldn't. And the Book of Enoch is written in the style of Moses. I have a hard time believing that book is older than Job because it's not written. I don't know. I have a hard time. But I have made a commitment that after I get through these books, um, I'm gonna read the Book of Enoch and then a couple of the New Testament books that are in the Ethiopian Bible, just so we have a well-rounded point of view. Yeah, no. I believe the fallen angel story in there is the story of Satan. I believe the fallen angel story in that book of how the world was corrupted. I think that is the closest to the possibility of happening and that being Satan. I could follow that. It's closest than people picking one verse and going, "Oh yeah, this is about Satan," when it's like, play some music and they're like, "No, that's Satan. God's talking to Satan," because like clearly no, he's not. But whatever. But Nobody quit watching me. I'm always outnumbered on my chat. I know. That's why I don't say things. I'm just kidding. I can't shut up. Okay. I also like my brain. Did you know I'm missing a fourth of it? I have one. Well, actually, it's an ice cream scoop of my brain missing on the back. Like, kind of like in the middle, but like scooped from top to bottom and put out. So I have like an ice cream scoop of my brain missing in the back. I have like three, I don't know, like 3/6 of a brain left. No, that would be one half. I don't know, like 3/10 of a brain, something like that. I don't know. But either way, there's like a whole bunch of it missing back there. It's crazy. Okay, what chapter are we on? 4. Oh, here we go. Hey, me too. That's what makes us all amazing because we're all retarded. And the people who tell you they're not are the ones who are the most. Remember that because you'll probably be like, is that motherfucker retarded like 15 times a day to the motherfucker that says he's not? Look, it's like when people complain about bad driving, like, this motherfucker's such a bad driver. It's like, somebody in the back of this line is talking about how you're a shitty driver. Like, everybody is a shitty driver. Hey, Michelle. I'm glad you're back. We're reading about Esther. She's a real one. Yeah. And it's getting to the good part, too. You made it just on time. My Michelle. I don't even know if that's how that tune even goes, but I'm singing it to you. Wait, I don't think that My Michelle was a love song, was it? Well, we're going to pretend it was. Well, my version is. I don't know. Axl Rose had problems. I don't know. But My Michelle. Okay, so here we go. Esther, chapter 4. When Mordecai learned all that had happened, he got naked, put on his t-shirt diaper thing, and put ashes on his head, and went into the midst of the city. He cried out with a loud, bitter cry. He went as far as the front of the king's gate, for no one might enter the king's gate wearing a t-shirt diaper thing. And in every province where the king's command decree arrived, there was great mourning among these terrible ass people, with fasting and weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth, and many lay in ashes wearing their t-shirt diapers. So Esther's maids and eunuchs came and told her, and the queen was greatly distressed. Then she sent garments to clothe Mordecai and take his t-shirt diaper away from him, but he would not accept them. Then Esther called one of the king's eunuchs, whom he had appointed to attend to her, and she gave him a command concerning Mordecai to learn what the hell was going on. So dude went to Mordecai in the square and was like, "What's up, dude?" And Mordecai was like, "Ah, they're killing these terrible people." And then he also gave him a copy of the written decree, which was given at Shushan. So he wanted to show it to Esther and explain it to her, that he might command her to go to the king to make supplication for him and plead for her people. So dude returned and told Esther everything. Then, so they're making this poor, what's his face? They're making him like the middleman, the go-between. So she told dude to tell Mordecai all the king's servants and the people of the king's province know that any man or woman that goes to the inner court to the king that has not been called, he has but one law, except the one whom the king holds the golden. I remember this. So he's gotta like touch her with a stick, and then she can talk to him. But he's gotta touch her with a stick. And Mordecai was like, "Do not think in your heart you will escape in the king's palace more than anyone else. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for us people, us terrible ass people, from another place. But you and your father's house will perish. Who knows whether you have come into this kingdom for such a time as this?" So Esther said, "Go gather all these people who are present in Shushan and fast for me, neither eat nor drink for 3 days, day or night. My maids and I will fast likewise. And so I will go to the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. So Mordecai went his way and did everything that Esther said to do. Dun, dun, dun. That was the end of chapter 4. So, what do we think about Esther? There's people missing, by the way. People are missing. So, Michelle, what do you think of Esther? She's a real one, ain't she? And what the hell is this? The king has to touch her with a stick. And it's against the law for her to talk to him. Unless he touches her with a stick. So what the fuck? I would like Dustin to do that to me. I will kill you if you talk to me and I don't touch you with a stick. I'm in my game room. I didn't touch you with my stick. It's like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go on like a couple days fasting, like a month fasting or something. Man. There's a cat crying somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. So, what does anybody else think? I know. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess chapter 5 ain't that long. Okay, we'll do chapter 5 and then we'll be done for the evening. Now, unless you guys want something else to talk about real quick. Oh, it's almost bedtime. Okay. Yep, almost bedtime. So, let's read chapter 5. Okay. Now, it happened on the 3rd day that Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace across from the king's house, while the king sat on his royal throne in the royal house, facing the entrance of the house. So it was when the king saw Esther standing in the court that she found favor in his sight. And the king touched Esther with his golden stick. Then Esther went near and touched the top of the scepter. That's sexy talk. And the king said to her, "What's up, babe? What's up, sweet cheeks?" And Esther was like, so I would like you and Haman to come to this great dinner that I just planned just now in my head. Right now, I planned it. And I would like you guys to come to it. This dinner that I just planned just now because I just thought of it. And I was like, you can come to dinner. It'll be good. Right? Then the king said, "All right, go get him." Okay. So the king and Haman went to the banquet that Esther had prepared. And at the banquet of wine, the king said to Esther, "So, what do you need, babe? Whatever you want, I'll do it for you." And Esther said, "My petition and request is this. So, like, if you love me and you would like to do things, oh, well, yeah, come tomorrow for part 2 of my banquet that I just thought of. Like, yeah, tomorrow we can have leftovers. A good time." Yeah. So Haman went out that day, joyful with a glad heart. But when Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, and that he did not stand or tremble, he was filled with indignation against Mordecai. Nevertheless, Haman restrained himself and went home. And he sent and called for his friends, his wife. Then Haman told them of his great riches, the multitude of his children, everything in which the king had promoted him, and how he had advanced him above the officials and servants of the king. Moreover, Haman said, "Besides, Queen Esther invited no one but me to come with the king to the banquet that she had prepared. And tomorrow I am invited again by her with the king. Yet all this avails me nothing, so long as I see Mordecai sitting at the king's gate." Then his wife Zeresh and all his friends said, "Let a gallows. Look, build a big ass killing thing, right? And then Mordecai, so make a large ass gallows, super, super high, and let Mordecai be hanged on it. Then go merrily with the king to the banquet." And the thing pleased Haman, so he had the gallows made. Dun, Da, da. Bam! We're at 51 minutes. We did good time. Yeah, we did good job. Okay, so I am gonna try to play my song again because it didn't play and I wanted to play because I love that song. Yeah. So I want to tell everybody it's time to give the pillow some head, give the sheets some ass, have a postcoital cigarette, smoke a bowl, and have the sweetest dreams ever. Hey, it's not even over yet. Man, it gets better. Man. No, actually, it might already be close to over. Damn. Damn. I hope the next one's just as good. I don't even know what the next story is. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Joe! Hell yeah, we're getting to the good part. Yeah. Awesome. We're almost done with this story then. Yeah. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah. So, now, let's give the pillow some head. Wait. And the sheets some ass. And have a postcoital cigarette, smoke a bowl, and have the sweetest dreams ever. Now let's try to play this song. Love you. Good night.
Hey, future fellow weirdo, you're the black sheep of the flock. Come and take a load off. Let's have a little talk. This side of the universe, the wildest place you've been. Welcome to the service at the party pen. Have a good time, laugh and giggle.
Come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
Lead the way. I got the coffee and the smokes, I got the herb and the chair. Got a seat with your name on it waiting right there. Searching for the mystery, a better mind to find. Leave that stuffy, judgy world way back behind. We're the outcasts and the rebels, we're the ones that don't fit in. But there's a holy kind of magic in the middle of the sin.
Yeah, the mystery is deep and the coffee's brewing strong in the most offensive church where we all belong. Have a good time,
Laugh and giggle.
come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
Lead the way. The mystery of God, what a beautiful find.
a better understanding for a
Black sheep's mind.
Man, did that skip for any of you guys? Did that skip a lot for y'all? Because that skipped a lot for me. It was crazy. But anyway, uh, we're going to go to Zozo Dudes. Yeah, we're going to Zozo's. So I'll see you guys over at Zozo's. Zozo, there he is. Yup. Bevic. I don't know what that means. But we're going over to Zozo's dudes. Zozo dude. So I'll see y'all over there. Damn it. I don't know what that means. Ah, I can't stay and figure it out because I gotta go. But I'll see you over